Hello everyone, it's Red's Cozy Games back with another video. Today we are back on some Gems of War, and the video I have planned today is to showcase the fastest Vault teams. I have two teams for everyone. If, like me, you took part in the Vault event this past weekend, you'll have plenty of keys, Vault keys available to you, and also if, like me, you are waiting for the new Mythic this Friday, you will need to unlock your chests in time to hopefully find that elusive new Mythic coming this Friday. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show my the two teams I use. I actually tend to use the second team. I could actually show three teams. So this first team, it doesn't require two Lords of Slaughter, but it's a fun one. It's a really fun one. So with the new Geomancer class, the Lord of Slaughter, which was already incredibly powerful, just got even more powerful because it now gets a 50% start. So I'll take this. This is not a team that I would recommend. It's by no means is it the fastest team, but it's a fun one, you know, and I think sometimes you just have to use a fun team because sometimes the grind gets to be just a little bit too much, you know. Now, you really want to start with a purple match at the start to get your Thrall up. That doesn't always happen. We can't do a lot about that if it doesn't happen. And then we're going to use our Rope Dart, and then we'll use our Lord of Slaughter to blow it up. And then we'll take the 4, we'll use our Thrall again, we'll use our Rope Dart, and then we'll use our Lord of Slaughter. It's a fun explodey team. It will go almost as fast as any of the other teams that I can show you. We'll do one more with it. It's just a fun one. You don't need two Lords of Slaughter. You could quite happily exchange one of the Lord of Slaughters for a Magma Dragon to get a red and brown Storm. That would work quite well. Or I'm sure there's all sorts. You could put a Leprechaun in just for a double fast start, you know. Any of that really works well. So again, the thing that we're looking for at the start of the battle is always a purple match. Today doesn't seem to be our day for the purple match, unfortunately, but that's fine. Lord of Slaughter does a lot of damage with his skull damage because he does true skull damage. So every time he hits, he does his damage straight to the life, which is a really powerful trait. I believe it's the only troop in the game that does that. We'll use our Rope Dart. We'll use our Lord of Slaughter. Well, sorry, we're using Rope Dart now to hit, but it's fine. It still works fine. Finally, we'll get our Thrall up. This one was a little bit longer, but it's fine. The second you get your Thrall up, it really is game over. As Lord of Slaughter really is so powerful. There we go. So that's a fun one. I'm going to just step out for a second and collect my campaign, just so I'm being as efficient as possible, you know. And then, second of all, now this is a team I think that a lot of people are probably already using. If not, I can showcase it. Now you need to use Medals of Nisha with this team. if you have 3, then that's perfect, but 2, I find 2 works just as well. This team can be a little more clunky than my final team. I think my final team is the fastest team that you can use for the Vault. But it works with Anu Scepter, which destroys all gems of a chosen colour. And then it uses Phoenicia, which deals a certain amount of damage to all enemies boosted by red gems, and burning enemies. If there is a firestorm, deal double damage. And its traits, the one gain 1 magic for each red ally, is quite useful, as well as 50% chance to burn a random enemy at the start of the turn. Of course, the damage it does is boosted by the burning enemies, so that's helpful. Then we have Magma Dragon. The main reason for that is to conjure a lava storm, which is a red and brown storm. That helps us. We need a red storm for Phoenicia, obviously, but in this case we also do need the damage from the Magma Dragon, so the deal 45 damage to all enemies boosted by red and brown gems is important in this case. And then finally, of course, we have the ultimate fast start troop in Leprechaun. Leprechaun, for me at least, explodes 21 gems boosted by my gold, gain 20 gold, and it starts battles with 4 mana. It also gains bonus green mana from green gems, so that's also quite helpful. We're using Geomancer, but honestly you can use absolutely any class for this. I tend to use this as my Phoenicia class XP grinding class, so like many people, of course, I'm leveling Geomancer right now. So let's get into the battle. Again, I think that this is a good team, but it can be a little bit clunky. It can be a little bit slow if things don't go your way, but 9 times out of 10 it will go perfectly. Most of the time your Leprechaun will give you at least your Phoenicia, but of course this time that hasn't happened, but it's fine. We will blow up the brown gems, and then you use Phoenicia, and then you finish the battle with your Magma Dragon. And it's as simple as that. A lot of the time you will have Phoenicia on 4 mana the second you use your Leprechaun. Probably won't happen again this time, because of course that's the way of making a video, isn't it? When you make a video, things don't tend to go your way, but that's why we have the hero. So Phoenicia and Magma Dragon. This is why I call it clunky. Sometimes, just sometimes, it can happen where it doesn't quite do the damage you need it to do, but that's okay. That's why I think that my second team is the better team, but it doesn't. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't happen very often, and the amount it slows you down, like for example, we're going to finish the fight right now, so the amount it slows you down really isn't something that you're going to worry about. But next we will use what I think is the best and the quickest team for the Vault battle. So this team also works at Explore level 12, and it also works in PvP, so it's a good all-round team. And we start with Thrall. He is, in my opinion, just the single best mana generator in the game. For me, he destroys 40, this is before magic by the way, he destroys 45 gems, he takes 2 damage, and if there are 13 or more red gems, gain an extra turn. He also gains bonus purple mana, so he generally just needs 1 purple match. Doesn't matter if it's a 3 or a 4, he will get his mana up straight away. And then of course we have Phoenicia again, and to make sure that Phoenicia kills the entire other team in one simple blast of her spell, we are using Ornirus. Now Ornirus is a fantastic troop. Any troop that doesn't quite do enough damage can usually be helped by Ornirus. He drains 7 mana from all enemies, inflict Fairy Fire, which is in this case, as well as the burning, what really helps us with Phoenicia, and then it does have some summons which can help you sometimes, but in this case it won't help us at all. There's a 25% chance to create a ×2 wildcard when matching 4 or more gems, and it eliminates 1 magic from all enemies when an ally casts a spell. That, again, is not going to help us too much, but let's get into the fight and I'll show you how it works. So, it's quite a simple team to use. The first thing we want to do is get Thrall up. Then we blow Thrall up, and we blow him up again until we have both Ornirus and Phoenicia. Most of the time it takes 1 spell use, but sometimes it takes 2, and that's fine. And then we're done. It's one of the quickest teams in the game for pretty much any discipline. It doesn't really matter whether it's PvP, Vaults, or level 12 Explore. It does the same wherever you look. So again, blow Thrall up, use Ornirus, and then use Phoenicia, and it's as simple as that. You'll be really surprised how fast you can burn through your gnome vault with this team. The only thing that it can suffer from are the turns where you don't get a purple match to start with, but I mean it doesn't take long, even in those circumstances. So we blow up Thrall, we use Ornirus, we use Phoenicia, game done. There we go. So yeah, there we have it. Those are, in my opinion, the fastest teams for Gnome Vault, in particular the last one I showed. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that you found it relaxing. Please consider leaving a like and subscribing. It really helps me reach a larger audience, and that's the key. Is I want to be able to help as many people with calming videos as possible. So if you enjoyed the video, please do consider leaving a like and a subscription. But until next time, stay cozy.